Hey everybody, this is Brian from Carving is Fun, and I'm sure some of you guys are looking to find some good resources where to find wood for spoon carving. Now, most people like to use green wood for spoon carving, but not everyone has that available to them. And plus, there are some different advantages and disadvantages of using green wood. It's a little bit easier to carve some of the more dense wood since it still has some moisture in there. But then you have to worry about the wood warping or cracking when it starts to dry. Plus, you have to wait for the wood to dry, and then you can go ahead and finish it with whatever oils or sealants you want to use. But the majority of us are probably going to end up using dried wood. And there are some advantages to using this because they are more readily available. There are more types out there, and you can also get them pre-cut out in like spoon blanks like I have right here. Downside is some of the harder woods like the walnut and the cherries are going to be a little bit harder to cut, primarily because they are denser wood and they're completely dry and devoid of any moisture. But that's not a problem if you have good quality tools. Now, if you're looking to get some great quality wood for spoon blanks, I like to purchase mine directly from people instead of companies. That way, it helps support another fellow wood carver, and I find personally you get better quality materials that way. So all this stuff right here is from Butternut Spoon Carver. I'll have links to his Etsy shop down in the description below, but I do highly recommend him, especially if you're a beginner looking to get into spoon carving, because he sells not only good beginner knives, but he also sells butternut, which is a great, nice, and soft wood that you can use to make your spoons with, which end up having some really cool colorations to them. Now this one right here is sanded down and finished with a mineral oil finish, and this one is not sanded but is knife finish. So it's a little bit of a different coloration that you can see with them. So they're both finished with mineral oil, but you can tell the one that's sanded has a little bit more coloration to it. And that's the same thing with the cherry wood here as well. So sanded and finished, not sanded and finished. They have different colorations to them. Definitely, if you want to, I would definitely suggest sanding them down before you finish them. They just look more, their colors look more richer and stand out more. But if you're starting off with spoon carving and you just want to get into it, butternut is a great wood to start off with. It's nice and easy to carve. It's soft, and you can do it without having to worry about maintaining your blades so much. Butternut Spoon Carver sells good beginner kits. He sells a chew knife kit that comes with a butternut blank. Great price for what you're getting. Great introductory tools and supplies to get into spoon carving. If you want to get into spoon carving, start here. Get his chew knife beginner set with the sloyd knife and a hook knife, and then get the butternut spoon blank. It's going to be easier to carve, and you're going to enjoy yourself a little bit more doing that. Once you start getting into the harder woods, which he also has available, which this one is cherry and this one is walnut, uh, they are much denser, they will take more time, and you will have to continuously sharpen your blades more when working with these. But they do create beautiful results. So this one's the cherry, and this is the walnut. Both of these are some of the ones that I've been using a lot. They look really, really nice. So if you want to graduate and get up to some of the denser woods once you got your butternut down, go ahead and do that. He does also sell different lengths. So I believe this is the 12-inch one, which is kind of like a big cooking spoon. You can also get the 10-inch ones, and then he also sells the soup size ones, which are all great sizes for what you want to do. But like I said, he does sell the tools. They are decent tools. You might want to hone them up just a little bit when you get them. They're not your super high quality knives, but they are affordable beginner knives and a decent quality one. But he also sells a, a complete beginner set. This is your super basic ones. It comes with the leather strap, a nice little pouch, a hook knife, a sloyd knife, and a detail knife to carve any kind of wood that you want. I do suggest honing them up just a little bit. They will get the job done. and primarily use this for butternut. I would probably put a lot more work into these knives before I start using the denser woods that he sells, like the cherry and walnut, but great for butternut, great for beginners who just want to get into it. I think he's also starting to sell the basswood spoon blanks. I think they look cool. I like the color. They are a little bit lighter than your cherry one, but I still think they look cool, especially when you get them sanded up and then finished with mineral oil. They have some nice coloration and characteristics to them that are good. Keep in mind when you're working, or keep in mind when you're going to be using these spoons, the softer spoons like the butternut and basswood may not be as durable as your cherry and walnut. Keep that in mind if you're going to be using these long term. Ideally, if you're going to be making some of these spoons for long term use, you will want to use the denser ones, which will require more work on your end, but they will be a longer lasting and better looking product that in the end. But yeah, if you're going to get started, definitely go check out Butternut Spoon Carver. Great person to deal with, excellent quality wood available to him, has tools you need to get started. You should be able to get everything you need from him for spoon carving right there. Again, I'll have the link in the description below where to find them. Also, go check him out on Instagram as well. I'll have that link down below as well. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Have yourself a great day.